If you're buying a home in 2026, watch this before you do anything. Hi, my name is Leane Haddaoui, and I am from Real Broker, and I am going to be doing my April market update. Here we go. First, we're going to start off with by property type. So this is all based on March, but showing you this in April. So we have all the stats from March, which I'm going to go through. And of course, if you have any questions, you can drop a DM, but please subscribe to my channel. That would be absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. So let's start off with detached properties in Calgary. So now we were at $750,000. For semi-detached, we are at $670,000. For townhomes, we are at $445,000, and condos, we are at $335,000. So what's going on is detached is actually still remaining strong. So we're in a balanced market, which a lot of people think, and what we're hearing in the news compared to other areas such as Toronto, Vancouver. Calgary is actually in a balanced market for detached homes. And a lot of the homes, and it all depends on the different areas as well in the city, but a lot of the homes, if you're looking, you might actually go into multiple offers depending on the area. Some areas are very popular over other areas, such as Mahogany, which you have a lake community. You have the Northwest, which is a little bit slower, or you have the Southwest, Signal Hill, which is very popular, Strathcona Park. And semi-detached, you're still in a balanced market for that as well. Townhomes. Now, this is something I've experienced lately because I've had a client looking specifically in the Southwest, and we are at $445,000. I specifically have been looking for townhomes under the $400,000 mark. And what I'm seeing in the Southwest actually is a lot of the townhomes that come on the market and the really good ones are going quick. And I'm talking over the weekend. So if they're doing open houses, which most people are right now, they're seeing a lot of traffic come through, about 20 groups, let's say. So they're having a lot of people come through. A lot of buyers are looking. I would say a lot of buyers for every market right now are just hovering. They're hovering. They've been hovering for about a year. I do open houses every single weekend, and this is what I've been seeing. Why? I'm thinking that they're waiting for the interest rate to keep going down. They're thinking that the prices are going to continue dropping, but I don't think that is what's actually going to happen. And then you're going to have a pent up demand in 2027, and then everybody's going to be flooding back again. So right now is a great time if you're a buyer. If you're a seller, strategically working with me, and we can get your house ready for the market. Okay, so let's go back to the townhouses. I have been shopping under the $400,000 mark in the Southwest over the past week with a client. And so the townhouses that are looking really, really good, they're showing well. The pictures are great. They're staged really well, and it's clean. The lights are all on when we show up, and including the basement. I'm telling you, sometimes we go into the basement and their children don't even want to go down there, which tells you you're going to have no chance in heck, because the children are the ones who go, "Oh, I love this house. It feels so great." And the parents are going to go, "Okay, this is the one because my kids love it." That is a huge tip for you if you are selling. Do that. Make sure it looks really good and all the lights are on. And the townhouses that aren't going fast don't show well. There's either tenants in there, they don't care for one thing, they want to stay as long as they can, or the homeowners, it hasn't been set up properly. The photos don't look good, there's no video, the place is not clean. So you have to make sure when you put your place on the market, it looks really good for those buyers that I'm bringing through. And then as a realtor, the buying agent, I'm saying, "Hey, look at this," and "Hey, look at this." And I just point out all of this stuff. But if I don't have to do that and we both say, "Oh, wow, okay, this is the place. It looks great. We just need to do that property inspection, the condo documents." If you're doing financing, great, but all these little things come into play. Now, I have been actively looking in the condo market as well. A few weekends ago, during the Easter long weekend, I had a client who came in from up north and I showed her 14 apartments. First, we did the virtual tours via WhatsApp before that. And then she said, you know what? I can't make a decision until I actually see the property in person. That's great. A lot of people can buy virtually, but if you can come in and I can show you around, that is awesome. So we were going to look at 14 different properties, and they were all in the south. A lot of people want to buy in the south right now. Why? A lot of the homes in the north, northeast, northwest, north are having problems with hail. So in Calgary, we do tend to get a lot of storms that roll in. We haven't had a huge rain, hailstorm in a few years. I think it's been about 3 years. But that is really tricky because a lot of people think, well, the hail's going to be the issue. If I don't have a good sized garage, put both my cars in, we're going to get car damage. You're going to get damage on the roof. So also when looking for houses in the north, it is a great option because there is a lot of new construction in the north. So if that's what you're looking for, perfect. You do have insurance, so you can get your roof replaced, your siding replaced. That's all fine. If you are looking in the north, make sure that I, as your realtor, can tell you if the roof has been replaced and if the siding has been fixed. People sometimes cash in their insurance that they're getting and then they fail to fix all of those. So that can be a huge red flag as well. But going back to condos. So condos right now are the worst part of the city because there is so many condos on the market. Especially up in the north end, they're building a lot of rental properties. So rental properties, the people who are just getting into the market are usually the people who are going to be buying the condos and the townhouses. And they're renting right now and they're saying, "Hey, I've got a beautiful apartment that's brand new. All these new rental properties that are being built by the builders, that's great." So they're saying, "Hey, I'm paying for a 2-bedroom right now. Usually it's about $1,600 a month, 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, decent square footage. I wouldn't say it's crazy. They're building smaller and smaller like Vancouver. But if they can just say, hey, I'm going to stay for a little while and just see what goes on the market, a lot of people are doing that. And then when the condos, there's so many on the market right now for sale. So they're in high competition. So as a realtor, you need to price it perfectly. So I would do that. Make sure I do the CMA on the property and say, hey, this is what it's selling for. Unfortunately, prices have gone down quite a bit. And I'll go through that in a little bit in this video. But for now, so that's what's going on in each of the markets. And again, it depends on the area that you're looking at as well. It could all be different. All right, let's go to the next video here. So as you can see, this is for the detached benchmark price comparison. So this is coming from CREB, the Calgary Real Estate Board. And I just screenshotted it, put it on here so you guys can see. This was from March. So I'm talking about the April market update. So for Airdrie, we're at $605,000. Sorry, $605,000. 605,400. Okay, I need to clean with my glasses here. Okay, Cochrane, we're at 649,200. Hey, we got it. Canmore, everything's going down there. Of course, it's like Whistler in Vancouver. It's crazy popular. It's so beautiful there. You're right in the Rockies, but look at that price. Over a million, 1,633,300. Okay, if you can buy a property there, please call me. That would be amazing. Okay, we are in Okotoks. Prices have gone down here as well. 700 and 1,600. Where it has gone up is High River, and then you can also see on the right there Strathmore. So that's interesting, right? Outlying cities, so not in Calgary, minus Airdrie, minus Cochrane, it has actually gone up. So High River, 581,700. It is the cutest city ever. It's down south in Calgary. So you're talking like a half hour to drive to get into Calgary. So if you're working in Calgary, You want something a little more affordable, and you want a house, like a decent house, not a rundown house that you buy in Calgary in the Northeast for 500,000. You can actually get something decent in Okotoks, High River, Strathmore, as you see there. You do have to drive a little bit more, but I think it might be worth it. So Strathmore, as you can see, it's out east. So you're past Chestermere. You're at 571,900. And then you have good old Calgary. We are down, as you can see, we are now at 741,300. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about what Kreb is saying for each outlying market. So here we have Airdrie and Cochrane. So Airdrie, as I said, so we have 512,800. Sales are down, inventory is up, and month of supply has gone up, and it looks like it's gone up a little bit more again. So you're on average, it is a little over 3 months, which definitely is a seller's market. And then we have Cochrane. Sales are down, inventory is up, and month of supply is up. So definitely a seller's market for there as well. Okay, so I've got a couple things that I screenshotted from the internet. I believe this one was from CTV. So in Calgary, there's been this big thing about RCG zoning where the previous mayor they did a blanket rezoning. And a lot of people in Calgary, quite a lot of people, were in an uproar because they were saying, on my small house on my street, let's say in Bowness, my small house on my street now is going to have this huge infill beside it, and or like a townhouse which has multi-units, and then there's no garage. So where are these people going to park? They're going to park all in the street, all in front of their houses, and then you have this monster high house, and then you have these small little old houses from the 1970s, right? And then people didn't want that. But basically, the mayor just said, oh, we're going to blanket rezone everything. So then developers can come in and they can buy these properties that are super old, tear down the house, and then they can build whatever. So that was a RCG. So now that we have the new mayor of Calgary, he said, okay, now they all voted on it on council recently. So blanket rezoning has been repealed, and you're either upset about it or you're happy about it. Either way, I put my photos down there. That tells you. It doesn't matter to me personally either way. I'm just here as your realtor, and I'm just trying to explain to you what's going on in our market in Calgary. So whether you like it or whether you don't, it is here. And these changes are expected to kick in on August the 4th. So it sounds like whoever is in the process right now is going to be able to do, if they got it approved, going to be able to do it with the old rezoning. But new people, that's not going to happen anymore. And another piece that I got from the news here that I screenshotted, Calgary housing market holds steady, condo prices fall. So I just wanted to show you that this is in the news and we all know about it from all over Canada. It's pretty tough for young people to buy right now. You're lucky if you bought way back in the day, even before 2021, if you got into the market. You're golden. Had a lot of clients who did buy right before the market went crazy here in 2021, and they've been able to upgrade from a townhouse to semi-detached to a house. So great if you got in before, even way back in the day, mom and pop, you were golden. If you're somebody who's trying to get into the market, it can be tough, but you can still start in a condo or a townhouse if you've got a lower budget. That's okay. You can still make it work. There's a lot of deals out there, especially with developers right now. I see them offering, we'll pay 1 year of your mortgage up to so much per month. And I mean, that sounds like a great idea. That might be an option for some people. I do have some great mortgage brokers. So if you do have your down payment and you want to buy a pre-owned place, that is great. I can help you with that as well. And I do want to note about this article, which I thought was interesting because it does say that the market is holding steady. So, like I mentioned in the first video, where the detached houses, semi-detached houses, and some townhouses are still staying steady, even though there's more inventory for townhouses and condos. But since the condo prices are falling, it's dragging the whole market down. So you have to make sure that I, as your realtor, we go in and we look at the areas that you want to buy in. And I say, hey, this area is going to be great. You can get some really good deals in it. Or this area is holding strong. It's steady. They listed it appropriately. We're probably not going to get a great deal on it, but maybe we can go in a little bit lower. But then all depends on how long it's been on the market. Say it just came on the market. It's day zero and it's probably Thursday, which most realtors list their places on Thursday. And I say, you know what? It's we're gonna see how the weekend goes. They probably have a busy open house. I bet this one's gonna go for list or close to. So we just need to watch it. So a lot of things to think about. And one, if you're a first-time home buyer, I can help you. I've worked with a lot of first-time home buyers. If you're looking to sell, please reach out and I can do a CMA, which is a comparable market analysis, and I can take a look at your property and see what it's worth and give you my honest opinion and tell you how we can market it and present it to make it look amazing and sell quick. Because I think what a lot of sellers are worried about is, hey, I don't know if I put my house on the market, how long is it going to take to sell? I'm worried. I don't know the process. I can for sure help with that. Okay. And last but not least, this is me, Leane Haddaoui. You can call me at 403-926-9946. My email, leanerealty@gmail.com. I am all over the social media, but my Instagram, Leane Haddaoui. Thank you for watching, and please leave a message and subscribe down below, and I would be happy to help you. And moving forward, I'm going to be doing market updates every week, and I do have a lot of videos of property tours as well. Let me know what neighborhood you want to see next, and I will see you guys later. Have a great month and a great day.